Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. D. Eric Body Beats. It's a vibe.
All right. It's the CARESNONE Be Dope podcast. I am your host, Chris CARESNONE, and with my co-host,
Yes.
Derek Fisher. What's up, baby?
What's going on, my brother?
I'm high.
Yes, you are.
Would you mind telling these people why I'm high?
Yeah, he took what they call a one-hitter quitter. He overly inhaled this motherfucker. He got a full breath.
Yeah, and I coughed real hard.
Now, you got a good one in there. That means you just exfoliated some shit mentally, boy. You about to be floating.
I just be on cloud nine.
That's what they call it.
I mean, I coughed for about a good, like real talk, a minute.
It was a good solid minute and a half.
Yeah, I was I knew I was about to be high, but like I feel like I was dying too. So it's like, so like I feel like
So it was euphoric.
Yeah, it was super. Yeah, I feel like a DMT trip. Well, how you been, man?
I've been very well, man. I've been on the stride, been in a great mood, been in just moving, just working, just communicating, man, just understanding people better.
Yeah, I actually want to dive into that a little bit. I know we talked about it, but I want to get on the podcast about. So tell them what you tell me about what it is you started to really dive into.
So I really started to dive into the art of storytelling, and this is because I have a mentorship program that I'm a part of now. It's with this company called the Film Connection, and through I thought I wanted to get into storytelling before, but when I really realized how we as people need stories at all times, like just to even function. We can't even function on this earth. So I just started to realize how important story was to every single thing, every aspect of life, and how if you can apply story to anything, you literally can. You can do anything with story. That is such a psychological thing with that. So I just kind of leave it at that for right now.
No, because you say even from back in the day.
Yeah.
Like around the campfire.
Yeah, like that. I like to describe it as this right now. Even from back in the day with campfire, it was a dark and stormy night type of shit. I'm talking like early archaic humans. Even when from that to like Transformers where we're throwing cars at each other. All it is a story. And a lot of times it's about the same exact shit.
What was you said there's like most of the stories or most of the movies are off this one.
Yeah, so most movies or there's a ton of movies. This movie's been recreated about I don't even know how many times, but it's one of the most recreated movies of all time, and it's Robinson Crusoe. And basically if you ever seen like any episode of Lost type of situation, Lost or
I used to fuck with Lost.
That's based off of that Castaway with the one that Weston won an award for, Tom Hanks. He's Wilson, I'm sorry, Wilson, with the ball and shit.
Yeah,
so even
that shit was good.
Right, it was really good, but it was based off of this book by called Robinson Crusoe back in 1719. But it's just a recreated story, and there's literally you can look it up, and there'll be about 15 movies of it you can see right now. But I say that to say all we do as humans, we just need story, and I didn't really realize that so much. Like every single thing, I don't care what type of story it is. Basically, if you look at religion, each religion is just a belief, but it's a belief. What is a belief? It's a belief in what are you believing in? You're believing in a story,
right?
So it's just different people. That's why I say everybody has the right to believe in something. You're gonna believe in something. We as people have to believe in something. That's just how we function and make sense of the world, and we have to make sense of the world for some reason. So we have these systems set up for us to believe in them, and you just have to believe the story. And so you can't really. It's kind of funny that we fight people for believing in their own like a story. It's like only at its very basis, it's all a story.
And when you say a story is like just anything that happened in the past, and you just tell it.
Yes,
that's like all it is.
But it's like how you. It's not maybe yes. That's
like
but
literally.
The thing about a story is it doesn't even necessarily have to be about like truth or the past or anything. It could just be a story.
Right.
And every time like you tell a story to a kid and they're like, was that true? We're always trying to make truth out of stuff anyway.
Yeah, like why is that? It's like, is why we get to just think. Why are we thinking?
I don't know. I found it
I don't want to think.
I found it interesting that we are like the beings that have to tell ourselves a story in order to like do anything.
Now, how do we know other animals aren't doing that? And they own like a dog and roo and but you mean the same shit.
I think there's a symbiotic relationship with the earth that all of us are gonna to tell a story like through time and history and all that shit by ourselves anyway. But I think it's interesting that we tell each other stories like that. Like, I think genetics is already a story, if you know what I mean. You know what I mean? Like, you're going to pass that down. That's going to be a genetic story already. That's kind of like that relationship with Earth.
Right.
But I'm talking about, it's funny how we just like really sit with each other, create stories. And it's like basically you had these big ass countries and nations fighting over which story is true.
I know.
But it really doesn't matter who's true. It's just like, what story do you believe? That's
right. Yeah, because listen, I'm not religious.
right.
But and this is a little off topic, I guess. But I'm agnostic.
flows.
But I'm a little agnostic.
Now explain that.
Like I'm not religious, but I can't tell you that your religion's wrong. Like, I just don't know. You know what I'm saying? I question. It doesn't make sense to me.
Right.
But I'm not gonna say that it's wrong, or that, you know, because it could be true. Like, I don't know. That's what I'm saying. I don't know, and that's what's hard for me. If I don't believe the story or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
That's what I mean.
Is that what it comes down to?
That's what. And it's like you can feel comfortable with not believing somebody's story. You can hear their story and everything, but that's the funny thing. Like, we're really killing each other over not believing each other's stories, though.
Hey, that's real fucked up.
If you break it down to it, because all this shit is, what is history? History is a his story. It's you know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's all about every time matter of fact, I was looking up something the other day, the top 10 websites in the entire world right now.
What are they?
So I can't name them in order, but it was basically Google was killing it. Google's like a monopoly, by the way. That shit is crazy.
Yeah, Google's dope.
Google's killing it.
I love Google.
Google killed it. And then
fuck Apple.
I wish I should pull it up real quick so I can be thorough. But basically, it was a whole bunch of social media websites. It was like Instagram, Twitter, Google, Facebook, all those. And then number 9 and 10 was Pornhub and X videos. So I was like, okay, so we are all obsessed with each other.
What the fuck is X videos?
It's like it's like another porn site.
Who don't go to just Pornhub?
A lot of people have diversity, I guess, you know.
Like, I thought Pornhub was the thing.
Well, it's up there. I mean, it's one of the top 10 websites.
Right.
So
I thought everybody was on that motherfucker. Like, everybody.
But yeah, we just obsessed with each other, and we just like, well, basically we just, you know, freaky ass animals that's just obsessed with each other. Other.
Real talk.
But, you know, like, we're obsessed with each other's stories, though. Like, we're constantly looking for each other's, what is their high, what is their low, what is their triumph, who's the bad guy, who's the good guy, whose side should I think, you know what I mean? Like, we're all interested in each other's story. And Wikipedia, I think it was up there too. And that's an interesting one.
So niggas is trying to find answers.
We're trying to find answers, but we're basing like, whose story should I follow? Should I follow LeBron's story? Should I follow, you know, I need a story to follow.
So let me ask you this. Do you fucks with Wikipedia?
I love Wikipedia.
I've heard motherfuckers like straight disrespect Wikipedia.
No, that got me through college. What were you talking about? They were like, no, Wikipedia. Like,
no, but people always argue that like it's ran by people.
It is.
I'm just saying, but that's what their argument is, and I'm like, I don't know. How do you know where you're getting truth from?
I don't know, but one said that Kanye West graduated from West Aurora high school, and I'm pretty sure that wasn't true. I remember that once upon a time. I was like, all right.
So it do be some bullshit.
Well, that was the only real that was the only real mistake I was.
Can you make your own Wikipedia? Like, how does that work?
No idea.
Who's in charge of that shit?
I don't even know, bro.
Who's like, all right, give him a Wikipedia page.
I know, right?
Like, is that something you got to sign up for or something?
I don't know.
Or you just got to be dope. That's what I always thought. Whatever, if you
like
Wikipedia,
everybody's
you're dope.
on there too.
But then, like, the people, who's in charge of the shit though? Like, for real?
I don't even know.
They asked me for money like a while ago. I gave them a couple dollars.
You gave them a couple dollars?
I gave you like $4.
I've never. Yeah, you gave $4.
They was like, hey, you know, shit's getting rough. You know, help your boy out.
Right.
You know,
but it's interesting how we want to, like, a Wikipedia page. You can look at somebody's beginning to their very end, and it's like a chapter, a small chapter of everybody's story, and we just like want those. That's number 5, I think, website, the most visited website in the world.
And number 1 was Google by far.
Google by far, though. So searching more than anything for other shit.
Is YouTube up there?
Yeah, YouTube was up there too.
YouTube's my shit.
Yeah, I think YouTube was number
YouTube.
3, number 2, or number 3.
I use YouTube for everything.
Yeah.
News, if I don't really fuck with news, but if I did, it would be YouTube, sports, comedy. I go there for like learning, like podcasts, music, tutorials, like for real. Like I go there for everything. I know it's the number 2 search engine, right?
I believe so.
And Google's number 1.
Yeah.
And it's funny because Google owns YouTube.
Yeah,
How
that's
fucking
why
sick.
I was looking at
That's
that. I was
sick.
like, damn, this is a for real monopoly.
Yeah, that shit is sick.
And surprisingly, I remember Amazon was number 13, which I thought it would be a lot higher.
Really?
Yeah. I was like, really?
Wait, is that just some American shit though?
I guess so, because Baidu, I think it is, or Alibaba, I think was like number 7, 8, or something like that.
Or what's the other one? Alibaba and there's another one. Damn.
Which one?
Something Baba or some shit.
Alibaba. It's probably
Well,
Baba.
there's another one. But it's definitely Alibaba's one for sure.
Yeah.
One of them.
But yeah, so it might be more American right now, but it's still crazy.
I'll be honest though, I don't be on Amazon like that.
Oh, you don't? Well,
I know,
thought
but
more
I know some
do.
people do. Yeah.
I say Amazon go crazy.
I was just thinking about the other day that like Amazon came from. Look where they came from,
Started.
and then look what they're doing now. That shit is crazy. How vicious. I remember one day just thinking, damn, there's a lot of Amazon trucks. It was just like one day it was 1,000 of them.
Oh, yeah.
Or 1 billion of them.
Oh yeah,
Like I didn't even see it slowly trickling.
Right.
Oh, there's one. Like it was just boom.
bro. I was up at 6 o'clock in the morning the other day, ordered something, and it got to my place at 10 o'clock in the morning
Oh,
from Amazon.
really?
Yes. Granted, the item didn't work, and I had to send it back, but I got the money back the same day. It was just so efficient for an online system. I was like, damn, they really are killing it right
Yeah,
now.
really killing. You know what I think? Why they're so cold is because they figured out how to get the system the smoothest,
Yeah.
and the quickest.
Yeah. Man,
You
we
know?
love it. We love that efficiency
It's
shit.
so
That shit is
efficient.
dangerous. That shit have you clicking. That shit have you buying.
Yeah, because they know.
Efficiency?
Yeah, they're so fire.
I was
at
when
it.
they did that, I was like, yo, I could get this right now if I wanted to. Like,
Right.
oh, this kind of changes the game.
Right.
Yeah, I was like,
Right.
oh, this is dangerous. You got to slow down on that one.
And I know, like, Amazon, the customer service is impeccable.
It's killing it.
I would say that's the best customer service I've ever had is
Mm-hmm.
from them. And Google's was real. I fuck with Google. Google's dope. Chick-fil-A, that shit was really nice. It was really good service. It actually really was. I was like, this can't be. And I went in there. I'm like, damn, there's a nice vibe in this bitch.
This is a nice. All right.
Super nice vibe in that bitch. But yeah, the customer service for Amazon is outrageous. And like I remember some shit came up missing, right? For real, came up missing. They're like, yeah, we're just seeing you know. They just so like what? They're just
Yeah.
so chill.
Yeah.
It's like they even like, what if I was bullshitting? I wasn't, but like, what if I was? They was like, nah, yeah, don't worry. I'm like, but I still got it, and there was no questions. It was just dope. Oh man, that's
Yeah,
super
that
dope.
send back system and everything. Just go to the UPS store and drop off.
So I'm thinking like, if you can find out whatever, like if you're starting your own business, if you can find a way to get your own, you know, efficiencies like that, get the system back of the house,
Yeah, back of house efficiency.
And you-
that stuff is.
and then
nice.
that's
I
how
love
you
that.
fucking kill it.
I love that. I feel like I don't care what size business I am. If I can have like a plush ass efficiency level, like you can just run anything and just build up.
Well, you can't. Is that why you like maps?
Yeah,
It's because they're like
yeah,
super efficient, right?
Yeah, it's just like I like maps, directions, all that type of stuff.
you get what
yeah.
I'm saying? How it's like
Yeah,
it's like for sure.
yeah.
Efficiency to me is like, damn, it's for sure.
Like very meticulous and.
And I feel like maps are like that.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like maps personally.
But you don't like the political maps or the geographic?
I don't like
the physical maps.
I'm talking about like, remember back in the day, you used to that big ass like a map. I know you're like, damn, you old nigga. Back in the 1500s.
That's all. Like, what type of maps we talking?
Oh, you know, you go
with a compass attached to
Yeah,
them?
no, not that damn old. 4 score and get your ass out of here. No, I'm serious though.
right, I'm serious.
I'm talking about like you on a, you know, like the 90s.
All right, I get you.
What is that? Just a map, right?
I guess a plastic ass map.
But you
Laminated
would, like,
ass.
you would
map.
like it would like open up, you would
Yeah.
unfan, and then you'd have to like, all right, then you have to circle it and like do your own thing. So I'm just saying like that I always hated that shit.
Right.
So when I don't know, because it was a lot of work. I don't know. I didn't want to think like, damn, I got to figure out the route.
Ah, okay.
But
Oh,
then
you talking about like to actually go somewhere?
To
and
go
shit.
somewhere,
Okay. Yeah, that's his booty.
and then when Google came out,
Yeah.
when Maps came out, that my
Remember
whole life,
MapQuest, and you had to print the shit out.
that shit was horrible too.
That was bad too, but it had.
But it was
its own
better.
Evolution.
Yeah, it was better than that old shit.
Oh yeah, it was. I thought the game was changed with that one, but then Google literally took me across the entire world safely. Like I felt no pressure or anything being outside of anywhere I go in the world. Always use.
How do you feel about the fact that they know everything about you?
I got a good relationship with them.
Me too.
They got me across the world. Like I'm chilling. Know where I am, please.
Some people are weird about like that shit. It does not bother me at all.
I'm cool with that relationship.
Like they know everything about me. I've given them my life. Fucking slave to Google. Take me, nigga, take me.
Yeah.
No, but I just feel like
that's the age we're living in too. You absolutely right.
It's so easy. Like they make my life so easy. It feels like it really works.
Yeah.
That a Google Assistant shit feels like it. I'm like, damn, I got like a little assistant.
And just so many things. Like I've throughout my years of just learning different stuff. Like when I was heavy in learning languages, Google Translate was everything to me. You know what I'm saying? So it's always a Google product that they just always so happen to have that I need to use. That's just quality. You know what I mean?
Hey, does that shit actually work? The ones where like somebody be speaking Spanish and then it speaks in English?
Yeah.
Like same time?
Yeah.
Does it work?
Well,
really
I mean,
well?
it'll speak like it back to you. Like you can speak in English and it'll translate it to Spanish for you.
Oh yeah, that shit. Yeah, that shit's dope.
Yeah.
But no, I think there's some headphones. I think where if you talk, it goes straight in. Like,
I don't know that shit yet.
Which is crazy though. Like it's coming. If somebody can think it's coming.
You know what? If I could kind of allude to that a little bit.
Uh-oh.
I feel like just bear with me here on this, right?
Right.
Because I've been thinking a lot about this belief shit. I feel like I just feel like we're unlocking different parts of the earth.
Explain.
So I just feel like with different energy and shit. I feel like this whole shit is just about energy, right? And I just feel like we keep unlocking it with different things. Like, how do we discover how to, like, first of all, with fire, that becomes an energy source for us to use to warm ourselves, right? Then we get into like coal and stuff like that, and we turn that stuff into energy, fossils, and then we eventually get to the internet right now. Like we got that from Earth, right? So I just doesn't it feel like we just keep kind of unlocking different parts of like what's inside of this Earth, and it's crazy. Like we can grab some soil, and that's like actual internet though. But it's like just an unlocked version of internet, or of soil, I should say, or whatever is coming from the Earth.
What about the fact that we haven't touched like 97% of the water or some crazy number? Like we haven't explored majority of the planet.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like
that's so crazy.
It's so much to unlock. If we just unlock the internet, like what the?
Do you think we'll ever unlock going down there and seeing what the fuck's down there at the bottom?
Probably. We might not go down there, but I feel like we can get the energy from there. The resources. That's what I mean.
Like we'll maybe get some
the
machines
energy
or
to,
something?
like the how we run stuff like this, how we use our lights and stuff like that. I feel like we're untapping different energies within the earth. And I feel like there's stuff that we haven't untapped. Like the furthest we've gone right now, as far as we know, is like the internet, for the layman's terms. But like the next level type of shit, like we probably can take from sources like that. But I don't know if we got the technology that can go down there, but we probably don't have to go down there. But we can take. That's probably untapped energy. That's what I'm saying. Right. That we ain't even used yet to power. This
we'd have to create something that would take that. Yeah,
right.
It's probably there.
It's probably. That's what I said. As far as we know, it's like internet. The lay person,
But you know who's gonna tell it to us though?
Elon Musk.
No, the aliens on June 1st, nigga.
Oh yeah,
you heard about that shit?
That's a good. Go
ahead. Talk about the aliens. Nigga.
All right, go ahead.
No, people ain't taking that serious. There's fucking aliens.
I heard UFO. So
same shit?
No, it's not.
Let me tell you why it's the same shit.
Not.
Let me tell you why it's the same shit. So they said that the shit that they've seen is 1,000 years more technologically advanced than anything that they know of. 1,000 years technology. It moves like this in and out of the water. Like ain't nothing on Earth doing that. Mm-hmm. Even they was like, man, it might not be from this earth. They said that.
Yeah.
So I'm just to me, and then you think of the stars and shit. We gonna know on June 1st though. Watch.
Yeah, you believe that story. That's why.
What you think?
I don't believe that story.
I mean, you do believe that they have the videos and shit, right?
Yeah, but that to me, like the story is that it's an unidentified object. That's the story that I believe. I'm trying to.
So what do you think it could be outside of this world?
Of course, it could be. Anything could be.
Right. No,
literally anything could be.
Yeah, you can't prove it.
Literally anything. Humans have shown me anything in this world could be.
What do you think it would take for people to think it was an actual alien?
Well, for me, it would be to be in my goddamn face.
He said, not even on TV. I gotta talk to the nigga.
I gotta have a relationship with this dude.
Hey, what's up, homie, man?
I gotta feel you. What's good?
If there was aliens, do you think it would be? This is just hypothetical, obviously. Would it be a positive thing or would it be like a negative thing? If you had to make a bet.
Damn. I don't even want to get. Let me see. I don't know. I think we got a very like tough ass demeanor. I don't know. It might be positive. I'm gonna go positive.
I'm gonna go positive.
I'm
too.
gonna go positive.
I really feel.
I feel like we a tough ass species that got a violent ass rage about us. But not everything has to be that.
I didn't mean from the fighting aspect. I mean like if there were some aliens, I think that they might be like, let me show y'all the way type shit.
Right, instead of annihilating us, right?
Right.
That's what I mean. That's what I'm saying. I don't want to put that energy like that we would come with on them just because that's what we about. I don't want us to be like, you think they're going Columbus niggas?
Do you think that we as Earthlings, yeah, that's good. Earthians. Fuck is an Earthian?
You're saying Martian
Earthians.
Yeah.
I forgot what the fuck I was saying. Fucking Earthians. Oh man, oh shit. Oh, okay, I found it. Circle back.
All right.
Do you think Earthlings? Do you think Earthlings would be on some let's get the aliens and keep like you think we be bogus?
Hell yeah.
We bogus. What if the aliens?
When have we not shown to be bogus in that aspect? Bro, every time we met
as a
people,
world,
every time we met people, it's been World War VIII.
Do you think we can like,
bro? We met people and was like, no more.
No, but people need people though.
We need people as hell,
but just not those people. We
don't
like them
every time, but every time though.
But it's slowly going away.
It's getting it's a moment in history right now, like we talked about.
So you think to even get to where an alien would be positive, we have to be so much more advanced than dumb. Like
we got to be more together to deal with that situation for sure.
Right.
Absolutely. It reminded me of the movie Watchmen. I don't know if you remember that.
With that blue nigga?
Yeah.
I like that movie.
Yeah, but he basically had to turn himself into an enemy and be like he had to destroy some shit in the world to make every human come together to where the only problem was facing him because he could blow this shit up in a split second.
It's kind of like the story of Thanos.
Yeah.
Right? It's kind of
yeah, pretty much. It's all the same
story.
Bro, it's the same stories we're telling. It's the hero. What do we got to triumph over? How do we? Oh my God, the enemy. You have to have an enemy.
But those two stories are weird because Thanos is like a bad guy, but thinks he's doing the right thing.
That's called if I can say it's called an anti-hero or.
But to him, he's like, we gotta, like, I'm trying to do this for y'all. And they think that shit.
But it's like an anti-hero because he's an enemy, but he's also the hero. It's like,
an anti-hero. I've never heard of that.
But these are actual characters that we want, like that we tell stories about. You know what I mean? That we like to see all the time because it messes with us. Because it shows us we have these very highs and lows about ourselves. We can be very dope, but we can be very kind of iffy sometimes. You know what I'm saying? And we know this, so we like to see characters that depict that in their own way too. So, you know what I'm saying? You get you get the hero, but you get the motherfucker that like the Joker. He's kind of proving a point in a like fucked up way, but he kind of has a good point. You know what I mean? But people draw to that. That's why that's one of the biggest characters. You know what I mean? So
motherfuckers love Joker.
Yes,
that shit's crazy.
They do. Think about why though. You know what I mean? Oh boy.
Yeah, because would you say Joker was a bad guy? Yes.
Right, you would.
I would think that, like, growing up, he was the bad guy.
Right.
But, like, they've been depicted. I feel like the older we get and the more these stories are getting advanced, it starts to like, damn, I kind of fucks what he talking about a little bit.
Yeah, like he kind of got a lot of sense he making with your bat suit wearing ass nigga.
And then Batman's kind of the fucking piece of shit, low key.
Right, you kind of rich ass.
Yeah, Batman's on some bullshit, low key. Like if we really talking about it,
Yeah.
I never really fuck with Batman.
Yeah,
like that.
I had a beef with Batman.
I fuck with Superman though,
Superman's cool. He's cool.
and I fuck with
We already talked about Superman.
Mancino Man.
Mancino.
Nah, I just made some shit.
Is that Rubber Band
I
Man?
just made some shit up. Mancino Man.
Mancino. It sounds good. Shit.
No,
Sound like a wrestler.
but when you brought up the stories,
Yeah.
and then I'm like, oh man, that's like all you do, like attention. Motherfuckers like whoever gets the attention is like the one that, you know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like attention is like one of the most important things on the earth for people,
Yeah. Okay. I feel
and
with that.
and like especially when it comes to like money and profits and stuff. Like if you can get the most eyes
Mm-hmm.
in a lot of aspects, that's what would create like wealth. Not even wealth, but just like an income or like a
Exchange and no, like yeah, I get what you mean. We're creating for like a profit, like you say, for our whatever
Profit,
that
there you
means,
go.
whatever that means to you, your family, your lineage, whatever that is. So it's a profit.
right.
It's putting food on the goddamn table.
You could even not want to do it for money, but still want attention, and it could still be, you know what I'm saying? I just like
It's
attention.
still profitable though.
Right.
It's that word can be more than just money.
Right. Good point. So,
Right.
yeah, it's just profitable.
Yeah. Hey.
That's a nice word.
Isn't it?
I like that
I
word.
have to go add that in my vocabulary.
Yeah,
Say.
profitable.
In a different
I
way.
don't think I've ever like I know that word. I don't think I've said it.
That's a
Yeah, like,
profitable.
man,
Nah,
I said profits.
no, I'm saying you ain't never said it like that's a
Nah.
profitable decision.
I never even said the word profitable. I don't think. That's really good. I've said profits,
We're gonna use that more because that's a good one.
proceeds. I've said no. That's different, ain't it?
Proceed.
Do you think proceeds is the same as profits?
That's a good question. Proceeds. Yeah, I would say so.
Like the proceeds,
The proceeds,
go
the
to,
profits,
or the profits.
proceeds.
I think they're
Proceeds
different.
are like I feel like that's a .org. I feel like that's an organization. Proceeds. I feel like they receive proceeds, and other like businesses receive profits, like corporations and shit.
Oh,
I feel like proceeds is something like a gift or giving, or it's foundational or something. I don't know.
the proceeds.
You ain't never heard a business say, "Look, where's my proceeds?" Like you ain't never said jewel.
Like, man, I made a whole lot of proceeds this
Nah,
year.
they
Like,
been-
I'm balling.
Right? You say that shit legally, your shit won't have no money.
No, yeah, proceeds is fucked up. I mean, like, it's not which like you have to. You can't get profit. Wait, can you get profits from a proceeds?
I don't know.
Now we getting real deep. You can tell we high. They're making up dumb shit. No, but can we? So no aliens. You're saying no aliens, right? If you had to make a bet.
Now I don't doubt that there are aliens that exist in this world, like other life forms that exist in this world. But with people, man, I'm telling you, we just love story too much that I don't fuck with people like that. Like I'm telling you, people really want you to believe every single thing that they say, and I just don't. I try not to really get into that shit because I just know how people are.
Like knowing that how.
You know how many times I've heard this since the day I was born that about a UFO, like just,
Yeah, but here's what's crazy. But the government always denied it.
yeah.
And now they just randomly said, "Nah, we'll let you know now."
Yeah, I've heard that too.
That's at least that's what the story is.
I know.
But I know, like, since everything I've ever heard was the government was like, "No, that shit. We don't know nothing about that shit." Right. That's what I kind of grew up believing. First of all, I don't believe nothing either. To be honest, I don't believe none of these motherfuckers. I question everything. I question me.
Right.
I question myself all the time.
Right.
What is that about human beings want to question shit all the time?
You know what? Oh my God! Thank you for getting into that for me. So I got this thing too. I've been thinking about. So just in the whole question and shit, I was looking into like what is faith? Like what actually is faith? Right? Like so it's like believing in something without having to really see it or really understand it. Just believing in that shit. So it's like you don't even question it. So it's like I was looking at Christianity. It's like one of the biggest. It's like 1 billion people in Christianity. You got one of the biggest religions that just believe in something that's literally based off of not even fucking like seeing it or anything.
Right,
It's just
a
like
faith.
off of your shit, right?
Right.
So they're saying like the other religions before that, like the paganism and shit, where you believed in many gods, it was more ritualistic to where you didn't have to have faith in doing it. You just had to fucking do it. Like you didn't have to believe that something was going to happen. You just like sacrifice somebody because that was part of the ritual. It was an exchange. Like that was the exchange you did with the earth. But I don't want to say sacrifice somebody because that's what everybody thinks of when they think pagan and shit.
Some niggas think people still doing that shit.
Right. Well, actually, technically, if you think about it, we still doing that shit, and even in this society, George Floyd, to me, that was on some ritualistic type of shit.
It felt that way, definitely.
That's what it was. That's what this shit is helping me understand. Like we be thinking like motherfuckers are pagans and all, devil worship and shit like that, but you follow some fucked up shit. The shit that we doing, like that's still some ritualistic ass shit if you think about it. You just putting your shit comfortably on somebody's neck for 9 minutes or 8 minutes or whatever have you without giving a fuck. You felt that story. That whatever happened in your past, you believe that was you. You heard that, you felt that. You know what I mean? Like that shit ain't too far from here.
Yeah, that's some deep shit.
Yeah. I just kind of think of it that way.
They got deep
Sorry,
on it.
my bad.
No, nigga, I love deep. I was just like, damn.
My bad.
Damn. But it's a good point, though.
Yeah, like we practice some shit too. I just think about it in that way now. Like, man, we ain't too far from this shit. Like,
I be trying to practice me.
What's up?
Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm always just trying to practice how to just do things that improve me. And I'm just keep practicing them.
Yeah.
Right? So then when the temptation comes to not do something, then I will have had practice.
Right.
And it'll be easier to win.
Right.
Just like whenever you practice anything, you get better at it.
Right.
So I like to do a lot of my practicing. Like I could go practice playing basketball, but I don't care to be better at it necessarily.
So would you consider that a ritual? Or do you have faith that you would be better in it?
I have faith that I would be better based on, well, it's not faith because things in the past that I've done, and when I practiced it, I ended up doing better at it.
Mm-hmm. So that's like you've seen it done before.
Yeah. Personal experience.
Personal experience. Okay, so that's not, so that was the difference with faith, what they were talking about. It's like it's not even you don't even have to have really personal experience with it. It's just like you have to have the faith in it.
Yeah, that's always tough for me.
That's why I was like, yo, that's kind of wild that this many people think this, and like you really don't even got to know it. Like,
yeah, it's all based on you have to have faith.
That's the whole point of it. And I was like, damn, that's strong. Like,
that's super strong, right?
I was like, holy shit, I never even thought about it like that.
But even not even just religion, just anything.
Well, that's what I meant. Like, religion is just the story of it. I'm talking. These are human concept that we're trying to put together and understand. We just use stories to tell it and to believe in something.
Right.
But these are just concepts. So even just the faith thing in general, when people have faith, that's like a very strong thing to have. That's what I'm saying. I just respect it like as something to have. You know what I mean?
Right.
Based on the fact that I understand the story of it. You know.
Yeah, like and at the end, of the day,
yeah,
no, for real though, this is what I be thinking. Like, don't nobody really know nothing
at all.
Like,
and we're
like, listen, here's what I mean. Even it's like things that I believe for whatever reason, I still in the back of that know, I don't really know.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So like, even if let's say I believed in a simulation theory, it makes the most sense, but I don't know. Or Christianity, like, but I don't know.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. So, if you could, I can't believe anything unless I have like felt it or seen it.
Okay,
it's really hard for me to have just faith in a lot of stuff. I'm not saying sometimes like I have.
Not
faith.
saying that you don't. Right. Not saying that you want. You don't want it to happen, or you don't really think that it is. But like you really, just because you really can't see it yourself, you really don't know. You can see it like innately.
Well, like for instance, taking an aspirin, like. I have faith that it's going to take my headache away. I don't really, you know what I'm saying? That's why I kind of know it's going to take my headache away.
Yeah, but see, it's deeper than that though. Like that's because of past experiences. I'm talking just like, okay, just think about this. People with faith, they think let's just say, for instance, let's use Christianity because it's already a story that's about faith, right? So let's say like people die thinking they're going to go to heaven. They don't know that at all from past experience.
Right.
That's faith.
No past experience.
You know what I mean? Like
Right.
that's so. That's what I'm saying. So you know, it's.
Do you have faith in anything?
I don't think so.
That just sounds fucked up.
But I think that's why I struggle with it because I'm not really. I don't really think I'm. I don't really think I connect faithfully. Like I don't think I'm a faithful person in that aspect. Just to really break down faithfulness, you know what I mean? If we're really talking about faithful and we use that word, so I think we use it in a way that's probably different. Maybe I don't know, but I'm just talking about like really breaking down.
But having faith in something,
right?
As opposed to, I think, is that different? Why does it feel different?
It felt different when I said it. That's
I'm an unfaithful motherfucker.
It felt different. Like damn, am I discovering something about that?
That shit translated to it felt like you were like, nigga, I'm terrible.
It did, didn't it? I felt very subconscious.
But I know that no. I think faith, like to have faith in something is different from I'm being faithful. I don't know why that feels like two different things.
It felt like it too to me. Maybe we're using it differently, but I just
maybe
want to
we
break
just
it
high.
down.
We could just be
no,
high.
I don't think so.
I mean, I'm a little high.
I'm decent. I feel like this shit I've been thinking about.
I'm a little high.
All right, I'm high too. I'm decent. I'm decent. But yeah, I thought that was to just break down what that was.
Yeah, I've always had a weird thing with that, you know.
But I think that's why I struggle with it because I'm just very tangible. Like I'm very.
And check this out. A lot of things that I believed in the past, as I get older and learn shit, then I'm like, wait a minute, that shit that I believed that shit before, is not what I believe now.
Right.
So knowing that at one point things could change from now.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
So
it will change.
You know
Hopefully,
what I'm saying?
hopefully,
things that I believe today.
Yeah, hopefully
could change. You know that, which is right, because you want to keep evolving. Is that like evolving?
Absolutely. Hopefully you're doing that.
What about like I believe that if you have self-development, that you will be better. Is there something? Is there another way that could ever work that's not just based on faith?
Yeah. Ooh. I guess that's up to you. Right. It's all up to you, I guess, because you can base it off of your own personal experience, or you can just not ever have had it and just be like, fuck it, I believe this shit gonna happen. I don't give a fuck. Yeah. I don't care, but I believe it's gonna happen the very first time I try it.
Right.
I'm going to the league, very first workout.
I'm going to go to the league. I'm going to go to the league. No, hey, but for real talk, I do. Hey, but I actually do really believe in affirmations, though. I believe in that shit.
Okay.
Good.
I like it.
Do you like affirmations?
Yeah, I'm cool. I'm cool with affirmations.
Oh, disrespect. Do you believe, nigga, in aspiration? All right. Do you believe, nigga? You gonna be like, no, nigga, I don't believe nothing. I don't believe shit either.
No, I do believe a lot of shit.
Okay, wait, tell me one thing you believe in, nigga. Just one thing. This is why I know you believe in something.
I believe in our friendship.
See? How you know though?
Well, it doesn't matter. I believe it. It doesn't. That's what I mean. It doesn't fucking matter. If I believe it, it doesn't matter.
That's a good point. I believe in our friendship too, nigga, just for the record.
I appreciate it.
No, man.
My boy.
So no UFOs. You know, you said fuck UFOs.
No. Okay. All right. Let's go. Let's keep going.
Hey, let's talk about Biden. I don't know why. Let's just talk.
I haven't heard about Biden in a minute. What's good? What's good with Biden?
No, me either. That's what I want to talk about. Is he alive? Yeah, I'm not even joking. I think I might have saw like a meme or something. The nigga was dying in the election. Was he not look like he was dying? The nigga looks like he was dying.
I know he broke his ankle or his foot on the campaign trail.
Wow.
Why are we doing this?
Nigga hip fell out.
Oh no. I mean, he's the oldest president in history though.
He the oldest nigga ever. He's the oldest nigga ever.
Hey, Trevor Noah fries him like every chance he gets. It's funny.
Now here's the thing about so Trump's only not that much younger.
No, he's a couple years younger.
But does he not feel like 10 years
That's
younger?
because Trump's a celebrity. He gets this shit. He knows how to play this game.
He just feels more like alive. Like he has a more.
He
like,
feels
like,
more alive.
He feels like his damn heart is working. Like Trump has like at least you might not like the motherfucker, but his heart works. Biden, he's like just this fucking zombie walking around.
Oh my god.
I don't know.
It's not a good look.
Yeah, it's like, damn, nigga, put some makeup on that nigga. Something. God damn, get a nigga some water.
He put some more makeup on. Let me stop.
No, hey, turn up. But no, but I don't.
He
You know,
said give him some water. Now he trying to run up them damn stairs on the airplane, falling and shit. Need to calm down.
and Obama believes in the UFO or the UFOs too.
Okay.
So I just think that's kind of interesting.
He believes in the aliens.
Nah, he didn't say aliens.
I know.
He didn't say the aliens.
Yeah, I've come to terms.
But he was like, I'm just saying. That's how I feel. Like I can't tell you. That's such a weird thing to me. Cause like my whole life it's just been like fuck that. They then like, and all of a sudden they like nah, let's let them know now. It's weird. Mm-hmm. And it could be some bullshit. Whatever. It's just weird that the narrative has changed.
Gotta change it.
Of the
tired of
story.
hearing the same bullshit. Gotta change this shit up. This shit could be. This is 2021. 2020 just happened. Weird shit has always happened. What's going on?
Like imagine like
just come out with it. I'm cool with the fact. That's how my brain works. I'm sorry. Like that's how my shit works. It's just.
I hope some shit comes.
Me too.
Because I just want to be like, wow, this is a crazy time to be alive.
Me
like,
too. Me too. Me too. That would be just do it already.
Although we kind of in like the internet age is a crazy time to be alive.
Nah, it's pretty sexy.
The internet changed everything.
That's an unlocking of the earth that I'm talking about. Like, damn, that's pretty legit to do in my lifetime. Like, damn, we unlocked some shit that we ain't never. How do you get that from dirt?
Now imagine like 10 years from now, what technology is gonna be something crazy. Like just
I know.
You just go like this and you get a blowjob. Just
yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like what the technology's
access?
blowjob.
Yeah. Porn stores. I can see that happening.
I heard that pornography is the reason, a lot of the big reason why technology keeps advancing.
Based on how we search our search engines, it's definitely a big influence. Based on the top 10.
Yeah, niggas love fucking.
It's part of us, bro. Bro, I love people. That's my favorite animal. And animalistically, we love the hell out of each other. We obsessed with each other, and we love fucking.
You know, I love people too. You know, there's some people out here that loves like dogs more than people.
Yeah, I can get that.
I don't get that.
I get it.
I love dogs. I swear to God, I do. I swear to God, and they love me. Super charming.
Mm-hmm.
But if it was like a person or a dog, personally, I'm gonna always save the person.
Right.
You know, and there's some people that are like, nah, fuck that person. and I kind of could see the argument. The argument that I could see is like dogs don't do motherfuckers bogus ever. Mm-hmm. Like that man's best friend shit. I can, you know,
yeah.
The dog will all unconditional love.
Right, unconditional.
You put the dog in the fucking trunk. Mm-hmm. And then you open the trunk after a week, he's gonna love you.
He was a super conditional.
You put a person in the trunk, it ain't gonna be no I love you.
And it's under a condition,
right? You know, but even still, and that's a big one. Mm-hmm. You know, unconditional, like true unconditional love. Mm-hmm. Is there anything more unconditional love than that? The bond between that? I would say a mother and her child was pretty strong, but there's a lot of mothers who have done terrible shit to their children.
Oh yeah.
So I think
actively.
So is that unconditional? If motherfuckers will clearly condition it.
I know, right? Some conditioning and shit. I don't know, man.
Wait, what is the definition of unconditional? Like for sure. What is
right?
That?
So I know conditional. So let's see conditional. Conditional is with meaning like it's under condition. I hate to say the same word, but
this nigga.
You gotta fucking. You have to get something. You have to get something in exchange, I guess, right?
It sounds right to me.
Under a condition, it has to be exchanged, or something has to happen, and after that, unconditional means like nothing else has to happen after that.
Right.
This is because
it is what it is.
Yeah.
And is there anything stronger on this earth than a dog's love for a human?
I don't know.
I feel like that might. So I get it. I get why they might be.
Yeah.
Because I'm trying to think.
I get why, but
yeah. Because like with people, a lot of times like if you do me good, I'll do you good.
Right.
right? And if one of those people changed one of those things, the other person would change too.
Right.
But with a dog, right, that's conditional.
It's like no
but
matter
with
if
a
you
dog,
beat it or anything
you
like
beat the
that.
dog shit out of it, it can still love you.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, that's a pretty interesting connection too. Yeah.
So you know what? I can see why. I see why white people do that. I can see why that happens.
Yeah, I see what happens.
You don't really hear black people say that shit ever. I've never.
No, it's being honest.
I don't think I've ever. No, well, I've heard mixed. I've heard mixed people. Mike he would say that, and he's mixed. So even though, but if you're like fully black, you've probably never said like the Vic situation. So hear me out. He fucked up bad, real bad, and served like a nice little. You know, he got fucked, which he should if he did some dumb shit. I was like, all right, he fucked up. You know, and niggas still hate him today.
Yeah, of course.
So I feel like black people were definitely more like, all right, or not even just black people, just just more okay with, all right. But there's some motherfuckers that really still hate his fucking guts.
Oh yeah,
more than people who hate like murderers.
Right. Yeah.
That's, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like Aaron Hernandez, like you'd be like, all right, fuck him, but whatever. But for Trump, or not Trump, but for Vic and the dogs,
yeah, because they're like, this nigga's innocent and he didn't have anything to do. And
I'm just saying, and I don't see it. I don't personally. The story,
absolutely.
The story I believe, nigga.
Right. You get it out.
But I don't think anyone, you can't be bogus at me for saying I'm gonna choose your life. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, exactly.
So I don't think anyone can be mad like this nigga choosing dog. Like, no, I'm choosing your life, motherfucker.
Right.
And this, what you're telling me is fuck my life. Fuck me. Like I don't want to live. Fuck me. What? That's crazy to me. I'm like, I don't know. I believe in the golden rule.
What's that?
You know what the golden rule is?
Talk to me.
I thought it was like the golden rule because everyone knew it.
Oh, I'm just so maybe they don't.
Oh, I'm actually really shocked that you don't know that. Would know that.
Do you know what it is?
Yeah. The golden rule is treat everyone how you want to be treated.
Oh, okay.
I'm just shocked that you never heard it. Anyways, but I believe in that. Like pretty serious. Like that's a strong belief.
That's one that really, that holds true.
Some people don't believe in that. Some people will treat people bad and still expect to be treated well.
Some people don't even understand that they do it though.
That's just fucked up.
They don't even understand.
Like they've never even thought about treating people.
No, I think they don't understand. I think a lot of people, some people think that they do, but they really don't. You know, that's always an issue too. Like I do treat everybody the same, but you just don't even see how you don't.
Yeah,
or you don't see how it's happening and you're benefiting from it or something like that, you know, from everybody being treated differently and you being, you know, able to take advantage of it in different ways. So
yeah, like how would you know, you know? And that kind of
I guess that's like getting into somebody else's world. You really will never know. That's what kind of beliefs is kind of getting me to understand. It's like, man, you really don't know unless you try to get in somebody's shit. Because you don't know,
like per person, like you just don't know.
Yeah, unless you try to put yourself in those communities or those situations, you really don't. Because the only stories you know is the one that you've been told, the ones that you know. That's it. The ones that's on your channel, the ones that's from your peers.
Would you call it? If
it's very basic.
If it's something that I have done,
yeah,
and I have not, I know for a fact how to do this because I have done it. Mm-hmm. Is that still telling a story?
I'm sorry.
So like
I almost caught it.
Like if I baked cookies once and I did it this way and it was good.
Yeah.
I believe if you bake it the same way, it'll be good cookies.
Right.
I'm saying maybe and I'm saying, is that a story? Even though it to me it's like fact.
It does. Okay, that's fine.
So if a story can still be fact.
Yeah, to you.
Right. Right, but
Because
to
the other
me-
person can hear that story and say, I still don't believe that it's going to happen.
Right.
They can easily say that.
so-
They can say,
No.
because my belief says that you can't make the same thing the same way good twice. That's just how we do shit.
Right.
That could never happen. And that could be their belief.
But so what if their belief? So what if I told them bake these cookies like this? They're gonna be flame. I promise. Mm-hmm. He's like, I don't believe it, but I'm gonna just trust what you say. I don't believe it though. Mm-hmm. This shit's gonna be trash, but I'm gonna do it. And then they come out flame.
Yeah.
Like that now to these two, that belief could now work.
Right. And that's
But
all we do.
it would just be to those two. Okay.
That's all belief is that we've always been doing throughout human history is just collecting and colliding with belief systems and shit. That's how you get even for the story of Christianity. That shit comes from Judaism. Like it's just colliding religions coming in and out of each other. Then you get from Christianity, you get Catholicism, Protestant, Baptist, this, that. You know, you get all of these different sectors. So all we're doing is just colliding and bouncing different beliefs and shit and different stories about it. That's all we've ever been doing.
Since literally day one.
Since day one. That's all we've been
Around
doing.
the campfire.
That's all we've been doing. Is just keep doing this shit and just
See, you know what's fucked
So
up?
all of our beliefs that we feel so strongly about, it's like take a step back,
wait,
y'all.
So let me ask you this. I'm a positive person. So
Right.
you already know that.
Yeah.
But someone could say, well, damn. Like, if you without a belief in something, like that's like if you damn, it's all belief. So like, what the fuck to believe in? Or like, is there a way to like not believe in shit?
No, well,
Like, how do you just not? How do you walk in like I don't want to believe in nothing? How do you? I can't even fake that because because I believe so much shit in my life, and I'm trying to feel what it would feel like to not believe something, and I can't. It's not even in my core.
right. I think that's very respectable of you though, because some people believe like if you don't believe in my God, then you don't believe in shit at all. So which obviously you're not that type of person. But I don't know. I don't know that answer. But if somebody could just not believe in shit, but I do think that you still can believe in something just with that. Understanding that
what
everything's
about
a
this,
story.
D? I have my beliefs, but even with my beliefs, underneath all of my beliefs that while I'm in this existence, I believe these things. Mm-hmm. But at the end of the day, I can still say, well, I don't know if that's really the right way or wrong. I can't prove it.
Okay.
Other than my past experiences.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? But is that proving? Because I've done it? How do you prove something?
How do you ever prove something?
Like, can you prove something then?
Can you prove? You can. Okay,
Like
that's great. I'm glad that you said
know what
that.
I'm saying?
I'm glad that you said that because that's actually what a theory is. When we talked about this probably in our first episode.
Like episode
to bring
1.
that shit right for real. A theory is literally meaning that we can't really prove anything. We can prove things all the way up until the point where it's unprovable. It hasn't been proven yet. So anybody, if this is unprovable, then it's cool. You can show me. If you prove it wrong, then that's the newest, truest thing. But until then, everything is falsifiable, they say. That's what it means. It's like, this can be falsifiable.
Even mathematics.
Everything is falsifiable. If you should try to make everything falsifiable. And go according to like the theory and whatnot.
That's a beautiful word, falsifiable.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, like that. It just flowed off the tongue very well, like educated ass. Falsifiable.
Yeah, but that's kind of like the basis of a theory. Like even the whole theory of the Big Bang Theory. It's like the truest things that sciences or whatever systems we use on the Western world to taught us that's the furthest that we've gone to see something that we can see as far as truth. But until somebody proves that otherwise, then that's the truth, according to the system that we use, which is science in the Western Hemisphere.
Right. So, but we're all so even though we believe it to be true, see, mathematics is tough though, right? Because 2 + 2 equals.
I like that. I like
2
that.
+ 2 equals 4.
Right.
at least on the belief that I believe if you count from 1, 2, 3, and
Right.
we all believe in that set of
Right. Now, math may be something different that I haven't got into, so that would be something
but like
interesting.
Is math falsifiable?
They say that's the universal language, so it may not be.
That's
They
a-
do.
that's a
They
real
say
deep-
that. And
But
even
what,
though,
if, but what if some? Not to bring the aliens up.
go ahead. No, absolutely.
what if they-
Please.
what if they-
zeros and ones is very important in the
So
universe.
what if the aliens say, "Oh, y'all still on zeros and ones?"
Yeah.
And then they show you some crazy shit, and you're like, "Oh shit! All the knowledge in the universe."
That shit is a
And
lot.
then, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
And they
like
got nothing to
planets
do.
and
They
all
say,
types
"Oh,
of
you
shit.
still on ones and zeros?"
Yeah.
I'm just saying. What if that's the next thing?
That would be dope.
That'd be interesting as hell.
Yeah, to be in the ones and zeros.
Well, no,
transition.
just to transition past what is more vicious than math. Because to me,
Yeah.
math is like, okay, that's how you solve shit.
Yeah, that's been solving a lot of equations with the universe and stuff, and just
But then what if there's something one day that like
outdoes math.
that makes math falsifiable?
Damn,
I'm just saying, like
that's a nice one. I like that.
that means
Ooh,
the,
who's working
it
on
would
that?
be it would be so. I think the only way to get that
Astrophysicists, they work on that.
would be like an alien. Ain't no humans doing that.
Yes, why you don't think we can do that shit?
Because we ain't doing it no time soon. My bad. That's what I meant to say.
I'm about to say if they can do it, we can do it.
No. Yeah, no time soon. That's what I meant to say.
I don't know that.
I'm
I
talking
don't
about,
know, bro. I don't know.
I
We are
can't
like-
prove it either. Obviously,
I'm
I'm
about
just
to say
saying.
we can do this shit. We probably got that shit. Who knows?
But I thought like we base everything that we study going forward off of that math.
Okay, yeah.
So am I saying- so I don't-
But I don't know who's breaking through what right now with the.
So I
with
guess
the shits.
if there's some
I don't know
low-key
what
shit that we don't
I don't
know,
even know
right.
what the blockchain is allowing.
Oh, that's a good point. Or the dark web.
Dark web, all that type of shit. Yeah, I don't know what that shit has.
Hey, you ever been on the dark web?
No, I'm cool. I'm tired of them calling shit dark. They better stop.
Oh, that is kind of fucked up, man. You ever been to the white web?
I'm done with that. Yeah, plenty of times. This is bullshit. That shit look like Google.
I actually heard that the what do you want to call it? The African American web.
I hope not.
I'm joking. Terrible joke.
That sound like the underground. This shit is bad.
You know, we're you know, we're culture, you know, aware over here. You know,
Right.
I want to get canceled. I want to get canceled.
Oh my god.
No, but my point is, and I guess if there's some motherfucker underneath all that shit, like, you know what, all right, we gonna do something more vicious than math. Cool. But my thing is, anybody who's smart that we know of, it would have you do shit based off of math.
Yeah, for sure.
Like everything that we do, technology.
Yeah, but we did shit based off of
that.
God, the word of God before. I mean, I should say before. So it's like shit changes all the time with human nature.
So I guess, yeah, the first nigga at a campfire probably didn't give a fuck about math, or maybe he did.
No, he probably did. I mean, he had to get
He's
sticks
like
and
1 stick, 2 stick.
Yeah, math is I think it's something it's something very basic, and it's a universal language.
How come I've always hated math?
I don't know how to. I don't understand how the fuck our brains thought of math, but that's not how my shit thought of math. Like when they started putting the letters and shit in there, I was like, oh shit.
Yeah,
I was like, I don't think my brain
was
is
good
ready
with
for this
shapes.
math.
Nigga, I fucks with some shapes.
I couldn't with
Oh,
the
yeah.
geometry and shit.
Yeah, you know, like a square.
I mean, I don't mind a square, but you put that shit in the equation.
Triangle, nigga.
You put that bitch
No,
in the
yeah,
equation
oh, yeah,
and a
fuck
half,
that, yeah.
and I'm like, Copernicus, what did you? Or
Yeah.
not Copernicus, but you know,
What about logarithm? You didn't fuck with them logarithms?
algorithms.
No, logarithms.
Definitely not.
I remember I was in school. I'm like, what the fuck is a logarithm? And I know I'm never going to use
I
this
remember
shit.
that.
I'm like, I know.
It said
I don't-
LG, didn't it?
What?
It said LG.
What?
Never mind. I thought I remember what it was.
No, it was just some weird ass, you know, like geometry, logarithms.
No,
Is that what I just said? Logarithms.
I thought it was algorithms, but
No, algorithms is like the new shit. But this is like, I'm telling you, it was that ridiculous.
yeah,
And they had a study in this dumb shit.
yeah, I couldn't.
Like, who needs that?
I was studying for like this GRE shit once, and I just couldn't understand what the fuck they were doing with these shapes and these numbers and these letters. And I was like, who the fuck created this? Like, why would we think to create this to get shapes and like measure stuff? And then I was just like,
You just said, fuck it.
I just went back and I just watched like I watched like a 5-hour documentary on like the Greeks and shit who invented this shit. Like what the fuck were y'all smoking? Like what were y'all doing that had y'all thinking this shit?
Probably like DMT or some shit.
They had some shit.
That's, you know what I'm saying? DMT, fucking cocaine. They probably had all kinds of
But
shit.
it was just like, what were y'all? It's just crazy the way we make sense of stuff. But I mean, we came to it. We came to the conclusions.
It just, yeah. I mean, because like again, going back to that old point, who really knows what the fuck is going on for? Like, you can only believe it like for a fact.
People, that's the end. Oh,
Yeah,
man.
that's like anything when it comes to like why you are on this earth. Factually speaking, how do you know if you have no past experience?
Mm-hmm.
You don't know.
From being on this earth already, yeah.
Wait. What about them niggas who died for like clinically and came back? Does that count?
If they feel like if that's their right to tell that story, that's the thing.
And then we gotta believe that
that's
shit.
What I mean, that's what's so interesting about us. I don't know about any other animal, but that's what's interesting about us. Like all of our shit is just based on what the fuck we believe. I don't know why though. It's crazy. Like everything is about it. It's crazy how like connected but disconnected we can be. We can choose to be from each other. You know what I mean? We could like choose to really believe in a Hitler. We could really choose to believe in the story that he's telling us. Or we could really choose not to believe in that shit wholeheartedly. Like it's crazy how we can connect and disconnect. But but it's like life or death for us though.
Yeah, it's like real, yeah. It's just because we just some fucking meat bodies walking around. We ain't fucking figured shit out. That's why the aliens ain't ready. They don't want to fuck with us, man. I'm telling you. Because we ain't ready for that.
Right.
And then I think we just saw them on accident or some shit, man. We ain't ready for them niggas, man. They gonna and then we gonna try to shoot them or some dumb shit.
Right, because we fucking shoot each other.
And they gonna look at us like
look, they gonna be like, I don't want to zap
you know what? I'm out. See, y'all fucked up. We about to give y'all the secret. We was about to give y'all thing better than math. And y'all ain't ready.
Y'all over here shooting these little.
Y'all still fucking with math, huh?
These little ass atomic bombs.
You niggas still doing equations? Come on, man.
Y'all still confusing the shit out of people? Your regular population is confused as fuck about this?
No, hey, so how's the brand going, man? Talk about the brand.
Oh, brand's going very well. I actually, but besides the brand, I have stuff that I'm kind of setting up for the business. But the brand, I'm actually going through a name change too.
I saw that shit like today, like right.
So I'm gonna get into. I was gonna have a name change and graduate. I want to graduate my logo to just being itself. I feel like it's good enough to stand on its own. I love what it represents, and it's representing more of the name now than ever. I should say. So I'm going with Pretty Cool Digital Storytellers for right now, because I feel like that's what the best describes us in our lifetime right now, being on this earth. We are part of the digital era, and we're storytellers.
like literally down.
We're pretty cool storytellers. That's what we, to our core, that's what we do. That's how we come across all this shit. Every belief that you've had is because of the story.
Oh, and like we talked about on the phone the other day, if the better you are at telling your story, like the better life kind of, you know, like like people fuck with that because your story is that dope. Yeah.
That's all it is. So I just want to.
That's when you think about that shit is crazy.
Right.
Like we all believe in The Rock's story.
Right. We all believe in that shit.
You know what I'm saying?
It's part of our culture to believe in that shit.
Right. That's a crazy thought when you think about it.
It's a very crazy thought. Even the culture of Hollywoodism, like we discussed a year ago, like that's our culture. We believe in that shit. People really believe you can start from nothing and come to the greatest glories.
What if not one soul believes in your story?
Lonely.
Hey, that's what I'm saying. Like that's got the, you know, where like not one person would that would hurt. I think. Imagine walking this earth and nobody believes you exist. Because you would need to. I believe I exist.
Right.
So imagine if no one believed you. Like anything about you.
Right.
That'd be a horrible. That's like the opposite of having the most people believe in you.
Yeah.
And I just think that's kind of fucked up.
Yeah.
So that's why I be trying to be nice to people. Cause like, nah, I believe in you, man. You know what I'm saying? I I try to believe in people.
Yeah, no, absolutely. You gotta believe in people. But yeah, even the Pretty Cool Apes, pretty cool. So I got my website changed too, by the way.
Like the name?
Yeah, so it's gonna be prettycoolstorytellers.com. That's what my and my Instagram is gonna be at pretty cool storytellers. I gotta get used to saying it now.
You gotta say it 6 times fast right now.
Pretty cool storytellers, 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 pretty cool storytellers.
I'm gonna give it to you.
Right, thank you.
I would have fucked up in the first one.
Right.
Pretty cool. See?
Right. So
Pretty
now
cool
I want to get that,
Pretty
but
cool storytellers.
But I also have I'm also getting some partnerships going with the Field Museum again.
Oh, that's right.
And so I had an interview with I had a meeting with the curator of the dinosaur department and whatnot. So we're gonna be trying to get with some programs to work on some augmented reality to kind of present the exhibits and stuff, the dinosaur exhibits. Because she's like, I got a whole bunch of bones and shit, but nothing to like do cool with it. Like, I'm a scientist, I don't know what the fuck to do with it. So
they pretty much need to like advance.
Pretty much. So just that's why I want to be like, I want to come in and be like the storytellers for that genre for her too. You know, that would be a good, segue for my partnership with my business. You know what I mean?
I would say that's pretty cool, Nick.
Yeah. So I'm working on that right now. But then, and then I got I'm starting this professional program at Northwestern for the digital marketing. So I'm about to get into SEO and Google Analytics certificates.
Yeah, you can put that shit on my site.
Yes, that's what I want to do. Like, I want to get all of that shit for us. And my mom has a newsletter too coming out too for all of the businesses.
Oh yeah, we talked about that.
Yeah, I'll show you the template for it. Matter of fact, I'll show you right now.
I feel like if you know the SEO, if you know how to like learn Google,
man,
like real talk, and you said it's the most looked at website.
Yeah, it's the most looked at website. So like by far though.
So think about this. Is actually a pretty dope thing to think about. Look at whatever the top 10 websites are, and just kill it at one of those.
I'm telling you,
and just learn it.
I'm telling you.
And the funny thing is, the 1 and 2 are the things that you can learn all of them from, which is kind of interesting.
Yeah.
You
can double it up, yeah.
And that makes sense because that's where all the attention is. You kidding me?
Study people.
That's all I do.
Study people, bro. Study us in a large scale like that, and you really can like get the broad picture on us when we're really trying to see who we're selling to and whatnot. You know what I'm saying?
I do both though. I study people and I study myself.
No, absolutely. Understood.
You know what I'm saying?
Understood, absolutely.
And I do like studying both though, because I feel like if you study people, you can understand yourself a little more.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
So I feel like it's like it feels 50. Hold on, put this shit back. This shit shaking.
Hey.
That shit shaking.
Shaking.
Let me see what you're talking about. Oh, nigga, this shit look clean.
Yeah.
Nigga, this shit fresh. First of all, I knew it would be.
Yeah. So we're gonna do a rotation every month and whatnot. So we got the headliner is me for this month.
Oh, that's dope.
Yeah, got all our businesses. My guy Mike Come Eat. He got his own
That's fresh as hell.
Eating place, yeah. Oh shit. But yeah.
I love seeing people win.
Yeah, man. Just trying to create communities.
You know there's people out here that don't want to see people win.
Absolutely.
That's so foreign to me, because I believe that I feel good when people win. I don't know. I believe that. I believe that I feel like when I see somebody winning, selfishly, it lets me know that I can win. So I always so that's why I hype everyone up. If I'm being truthfully honest,
right?
Like I do genuinely want to be a nice person, and I think that I am.
Right.
So that's why I don't tend to hate on no one ever. But if I'm being honest, the reason why I do that is because when I see somebody winning, yeah, I believe like, oh, I can do it too, and I can maybe even surpass. Like I believe that, based on what my grandmother instilled in me, which is, I want to talk about this out.
That's good.
I want to talk about. I put this on a T-shirt. So when I was younger, really young, I was extremely shy. Like very shy. They said I was adorable, but I was shy. Tender. My grandmother called me tender. And I guess I was always, I couldn't, and I can't, right? And I guess she got really pissed off one day. And I said, I can't one too many times. So that she got pissed off and made me, and I was like 7, 8 years old or something. I was super young. She made me write down, if you think you can't say you can, 100 times. Okay? And I'm mad as fuck. I remember being so mad. Like, you're mad at me, this as a child. I'm like, you're mad at me because I can't do something? Like, what? That don't even make sense to me. Like, help me do it. Like, if you love me, help me do it. And then I'm like, you're not even my real mom. I remember having these thoughts. And I was just pouting and shit. And, you know, I didn't cuss her out or nothing because my grandma didn't play that shit. But I'm in that motherfucker, you know.
Yeah. Heavy right.
I'm thinking, bitch. But obviously, I'm just sitting there respectfully fucking. I'm sitting there like one of those Asian kids just. Because my grandmother did not play that shit.
Yeah.
No, but I was acting a fool.
Mind.
I was acting a fool. And then if I didn't write it legibly, because I wrote it fucking 100 times, my damn wrist was breaking. She made me write it again. She write it again. And then don't matter how much I had an attitude and bitched and moaned about it, she made me do it, right? And I was furious. Then when I was finished, she wrote down on a piece of paper, if I think I can't say I can, in her nice handwriting, and plastered it to my wall, right? And then she looked at me and said, you read this every fucking day. And I'm thinking, fuck you. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, I'm not reading shit. You know, that's what I was thinking.
No.
I'm like, no, that's not. No, I was, yes, ma'am.
No. That's what I was. I know that was not that face.
Yeah, what the fuck you? She'd have killed me. She would have
don't care.
Literally killed me. She might kill me now, even having the thought. So then for years, it was there, right? And I saw it. And even if you don't like consciously see it, you subconsciously see it. You know, like I'm looking at you this whole time, but I subconsciously see the CARESNONE. Right. But I'm consciously looking at you, right? So even just, and that's why I believe in this affirmation shit. It makes sense to, this is what I believe. I saw that shit every day, consciously and subconsciously for years. And then one day, a few years ago, the thought manifested that I had some girl over, we was drinking, I was fucked up, high, drunk, and she was asking me, like, you know, we was diving into our histories, you know? And I remember, I was like, oh shit. She changed my life. You know, like, and that was the moment. I guess the girl asked me, like, why are you so confident or something like that? And then somehow that story came up. And I'm like, damn, she instilled that in me, because when's the last, Derek, honestly, when's the last time you really heard me say I can't do something?
I don't think I've ever heard you say
it. Even if something's ridiculous, right? Even if something like, nigga, you ain't about to go to the NBA right now. I would say something like, let me find a way to get as close as I can to the NBA. Like, it's going to be tough, but let me just see. Fuck it. Because we're just spinning on this ball. You know, we're just spinning on this ball, and no one knows what the fuck is going on. So why not give it a shot? Okay, it's crazy. You guys think, but fuck it. CARESNONE, right? I feel like, I don't know what the fuck I feel like.
I feel like,
what the fuck was I saying?
No.
Oh no, my story.
Yeah.
And it came down to, like, my whole life is I can.
Right.
And then I'm like, holy shit! If I think I can't, say I can. And I called her drunk. And I'm like, Ma, you changed my life. You changed my life. It was like 2:00 in the morning. She's probably pissed. And she's like, oh, yeah. And I'm like, no, I don't think you understand. That's a beautiful gift to give someone, to make them believe they can accomplish anything. Like Kanye West, right? Motherfuckers gonna call him crazy because he's out here, he's wild. He believes in himself because of what his mom instilled in him. Right? Whether you fuck with him or not, and to me, that is like pure fucking, like, there's nothing doper than that, than belief in yourself. For me, that's what I believe in. You know what I'm saying? So, like, if you could just believe, because I know how hard it is to not believe in yourself. Yeah. Or how easy it is to not believe in yourself.
Yeah. Right.
Because I felt that way.
Which is why you feel so strongly about that aspect of it too.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
because I've felt like, damn, like I can't do that.
Right.
Oh, I can't do this. And then when I fucking did it, I'm like, oh shit, that's all bullshit. Because I was that person, like,
And
especially when it came to losing that weight. I remember thinking like, no, I'm just gonna always be I wouldn't even fathom that. I'm like, or like, I mean, even when I was losing weight, right? When I was losing weight and I was coming down, I still said I will never run because I'm like, the running's the worst shit in the world. And that's what I believed. Right. And then I changed that. Now I'm a runner. I believed it. I didn't believe in I'm like, I don't even believe that I could do that. Like, why would I even try?
Right.
And then now, years later, after believing in yourself, I believe that I can do it. And I can believe I can be a runner. Which is crazy. So
yeah,
belief in yourself seems like the dopest thing you could like give someone. And I had to put this shit on the t-shirt. That shit was so dope.
I love it.
That's if there was ever a like a what do you call it, a moniker to my life,
right?
It would be that.
Love it. Chris
cares none. If you think you can't, say you can't. Like, for real talk, I swear to God, I
honestly,
believe that
Chris,
shit to my core.
Right. And you know what? I think that's their story though.
Yeah, that's definitely my story.
That's your story,
that
and
shit.
you got that passed down from you thoroughly from your genealogy. You know what I mean? Like your grandmother. So, no, that's your story.
I know, and it feels so good, you know?
Yeah.
And I just know that
that's your story.
And there's some motherfuckers that don't believe.
That's the story you passed to everybody else. Like that's your religion, if you will.
Right.
And that's how it starts. A guy named Chris cares none, cared none. And if he thought he couldn't, he said he could. And he had his followers, and that
But here's what's even crazier about the cares none thing. And someone kind of brought us up the other day, and he was like, for a person who reps cares none, you kind of cares a lot.
Yeah.
And I think that's what makes this shit kind of interesting.
Absolutely.
Because it comes off kind of like, you know, like fuck, like, you know, like kind of like almost a negative connotation. But anyone who wears the shit knows that that's not what it is. You know what I'm saying? So then like somebody would ask like, what the fuck is that? And then it's almost clever because it's tricking you to ask. Like, why you fucking, it's that? And then you at the end of the day, no, we actually care. We just care about believing in yourself.
Oh, where did that come from?
So and I believe that, and I'm telling you, man. And I've had people
manifestation to you.
I've had people come to me and tell me like, man, I feel that, and now I'm improving, and now I feel good because of the beliefs that you instilled in me.
Right.
You know, and it's just, and then now I have more belief in it. Because it's exponentially people, they're believing it. And again, can't prove that it's true or not. It's just our beliefs. And then
it doesn't matter.
It gets stronger and stronger and stronger the more people say that it works for them to believe in themselves.
Right.
Right?
That's why faith is interesting to me. But not to
explain.
But that's why it's interesting to me, because like it has to work. It's like, how do you spread that so much to it works that to that extent?
Yeah.
Without any proof.
Yeah, I can't do it. I can't do it. I can't do that shit. I'm sorry. I can't fucking do that. Because even the shit that I believe in, I'm like, at the end of the day, like,
that's why I was like, damn, that's
but you know what I'm saying? But like,
yeah,
I believe it.
Sure.
I believe it for like.
To
a level that like we can all fucking live on this
right,
earth.
and that's what you
know what I'm saying?
Right.
Right, like we can all live on this earth. I do believe though that like what the fuck is going on? Like, you know what I'm saying? I really do believe that.
Yeah.
But since we don't know the answer to that, let's figure this shit out.
Right.
You know, that's kind of how I feel.
Yeah.
But and again,
very worldly type of view.
Very
worldly, not out of this world.
I do believe in some universal type shit though. I believe in energies, and I feel like that's more than worldly.
I feel like that's worldly though.
Like energy? What about like the solar system? Ain't that energy, or is that just our thoughts?
No, I think it's all of this shit is energy.
Right. So you said you think energy is
worldly? The way I look at the universe is I think of that shit as worldly. Like it's something it's like the earth. Like you just connected to it. Like this shit is symbiotic. If I breathe in, I'm breathing in the earth. If I breathe this shit out, I'm breathing out earth. Like I have to do this shit constantly to be alive. I'm so connected to this shit. The earth is just part of the universe. So I feel like that's all the same thing.
Okay, yeah.
If that's, you know what I mean?
Okay,
Yeah.
I can see that.
But right, but I don't think of something. I think of something when you think about like as far as how we've developed faith in our heads and whatnot, or in our just beings. I shouldn't say in just in our heads, but just in our stories and whatnot. Like it's out of this world. So it's like something where it doesn't. It's like it doesn't matter what happens on this earth. If you have the faith that happened, if the God is up there in heaven, then you can go to that place. It's not about like this is not the goal. The goal is not to really necessarily understand this shit.
Right. Which
it's
is so
to go
deep.
to it's go
That's
somewhere
so deep.
else.
I know. And I can't tell them that they're wrong.
Right. You can't. It
you know what I'm
doesn't
saying?
matter if
Like,
they're wrong or not. Like that's what
I'm saying.
Matter. Yeah.
But I always look at shit so definitely, and that's like a way to look at shit not definite. Like
Right.
And I do at the end of the day look at all of existence as unindefinitely.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I do believe that.
Mm-hmm.
But on the that one layer up,
Mm-hmm.
I can have my strong beliefs about this, even though at the end of the day I don't really
Right.
believe in shit. I don't believe in a motherfucking thing. Hey man, we about to wrap this shit up, bro.
Yeah. But that was cool. We got a little. We tried to get a little mental about it.
Shout out, y'all can go to CARESNONE.com, check out my other stuff.
Yeah.
Y'all can go to CARESNONE.com to check out some pretty dope products, some pretty cool products.
Hey.
I hope y'all like this shit on the live while that shit ended.
Oh well, we did what we could.
Hey, but
let me get my shit. Pretty cool or prettycoolstorytellers.com now, and at Pretty Cool Storytellers Instagram as well. Check out all my content as well. Got some a lot of projects coming up. Get the back house going.
And as always, CARESNONE!